Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about the Northern Coastal Highway Expansion Project. Now we are driving on the Northern Coastal Highway and we're driving through St. Ann. This road is going to be upgraded to 4 lanes and to a more modern looking highway. It's going to look more like Highway 2000. Now we're going through Runaway Bay, which is a very busy place in St. Ann. It's between Ocho Rios and Montego Bay, or more specifically, between Ocho Rios and Discovery Bay. But Runaway Bay has a lot of hotels, but it's also a residential town. So you have a lot of, what would you say, congestion. You have a lot of traffic in the area. So they have decided to build a bypass for Runaway Bay, so that if you're trying to get from Ocho Rios to Montego Bay, and those are two major tourist destinations in Jamaica, you don't have to drive through Runaway Bay anymore. We're actually going through Salem now. Runaway Bay is further down. But right, so the road as it is now, you see people parking on either side. It's 2 lanes. It's a traffic can get congested here. Basically, you can come to a standstill because persons walking across the road. So they decided to build a bypass for Runaway Bay. And the bypass is going to be 4 lanes with a dual carriageway. It's going to look like Highway 2000. Very modern looking highway road. So if you're driving and you don't have to come through Runaway Bay, you just take the bypass and it will cut down the travel time tremendously. So you can see persons just park on the road. So it's not what you would consider a highway, this section. It's more like a parochial road. But back in the day, when this road was built, it runs from... When it was built, it was called the Northern Coastal Highway because it runs on the north coast. And it was built before Highway 2000. And Highway 2000 really changed the game in Jamaica in terms of what a highway is. So it's good that the government is going to be upgrading this road. And they're actually expanding the Northern Coastal Highway from Montego Bay to Ocho Rios. Now, this highway is the longest road in Jamaica, the longest highway. It runs from Negril in Westmoreland, through Hanover, through Montego Bay in St. James, through Trelawney, through Ocho Rios in St. Ann, through St. Mary, all the way back to Portland, Port Antonio in Portland. And no other road in Jamaica goes through so many parishes. So it's very good that they are expanding it. Now they're only expanding, or phase 1 is to expand the Montego Bay to Ocho Rios section of the road. Expand it to 4 lanes, and they're going to build a bypass for Priory, Runaway Bay, and Discovery Bay. And it's going to cost billions of dollars, but Jamaica will benefit. And although you don't pay toll to use this road, the economic benefits to the north coast will justify building the road. So let's say you're staying in Montego Bay, or you came in on a cruise ship in Trelawney. The most visited tourist attractions in Jamaica are in Ocho Rios, which is Duns River Falls, Mystic Mountain, and Dolphin Cove. Duns River Falls is number 1. So if you come to Jamaica, you are going to want to visit Duns River Falls. So whether you come in on the ship in Trelawney, or you come in and you're staying in Montego Bay through the Sangster International Airport, you want to visit Duns River Falls, this is the road you're going to take. And that's one of the reasons why they are expanding it to 4 lanes. Everything you see here, this is Runaway Bay now. It's going to be 4 lanes. And of course, it's China Harbour Engineering Company that's going to do the work. And it's going to be paid for by the Jamaican government. There will be no concession agreement like Highway 2000, so there will be no toll. It's a regular road that you can use. The Southern Coastal Highway is also a non-toll road. So the Northern Coastal Highway will run from Westmoreland to Port Antonio, and in Port Antonio you can access the Southern Coastal Highway that will take you from Port Antonio to Kingston. So basically the entire coast of Jamaica from Kingston to Westmoreland is going to be connected via a highway, a modern highway infrastructure when completed. And then they have plans to build a highway from Westmoreland to Manchester, running along the south coast of Jamaica, or running along the coast. So that's phase 2 of the Southern Coastal Highway project. Phase 1 is on the way, which is building the road from Kingston to Port Antonio, where it will merge with the Northern Coastal Highway, and that highway takes you to Westmoreland. And then in Westmoreland, that Northern Coastal Highway will connect to the Southern Coastal Highway that will take you back to Manchester. So there are big plans going on for Jamaica. A lot of infrastructure work going on in terms of roads, because when you upgrade the roads, a lot more economic activity will come along. That has been so evident with Highway 2000, and that's a toll road. So can you imagine when you have a road that you don't have to pay toll to drive on the highway? And one of the reasons why Old Harbour is the fastest growing town in Jamaica is because you can access Old Harbour via the highway now. It has made a world of difference. Alright, so this is still Runaway Bay, and we didn't point it out, but there are quite a few hotels on the right, because on the right is the beach. So you can see how the cars park. So that's one of the main reasons why you need the road expanded and the bypass built.